Test. Okay, we're going to start to set the stage. This is women's semifinals. The game will be the 15. Whoever wins this game will roll on to the finals and get that real chance to be the 2026 Women's Open champions and bragging rights, along with a little pocket change of 10K. So we'll set the stage a little bit. On the Rumble side, we have sisters, as you can probably guess. In the white shorts is Haley Wolfe, the black, Neveo. Again, the last name is Wolfe. They're from New York, Pennsylvania. The remaining two, right now with the light blue t-shirt, is Riley Powers. And with the gray sweatshirt at the moment is Chantel McMillan. And they'll be warming up for a little bit and we'll get ready to rock and roll real soon.
I was last one.
All right, crowd, I'm looking for our competitors to do a roll-off to see who goes first rather than rock, paper, scissors. That gets us going a little bit right away, and I need your support. Here comes our referee. One of them anyway. There's our second ref. You know what stinks about losing that final? You got to be the ref next time, but so be it. All right. Gonna do a roll-off. Decide who's gonna go, who's the better roller. Rockin' and roller. Biggest decision of the game so far today. Oh my God, who's gonna take the roll ball? So I think you've seen this before, but just in case, what happens is both competitors take one ball, they roll it across the court. It's closest to the line without going over. Let's do this. Hey, girls, ready? I'm going to give you the count of 5, all right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll them off. Uh-oh, is that over? Oh, no good. That means the Wolf Pack will get the first service ball. Yeah, just too strong. I see that, yeah.
Welcome back to Stadium Court here at the Pottstown Rumble, the 34th annual. And we are underway in Women's Open semifinals. Noah Chass joining you alongside Jaden Blanchfield here in the broadcast booth. What a semifinals we have. The Wolfe twins, if you know Pottstown, you know these two. Haley in the white shorts, Nevaeh in the black shorts, but otherwise they're identical. Yep. Wearing the same top. From York, PA, went and played some beach volleyball collegiately down in Tampa. They finished second, runner-up last year in the Rumble, looking to come back and take the title. On the far side, we have Chantel McMillan putting in the jump float right there. That goes a little long, or no, it's an ace.
No, I was in. That's a real point.
That is a real point. Ace serve right there for McMillan in the blue, and then her partner, Riley Powers, both coming to us from Florida. McMillan playing beach volleyball at North Florida, whereas Powers playing at UCLA. So a lot of collegiate beach experience on this court right now. To you, and that one little slip as she tries to send it over. That's 2 real points now for McMillan and Powers. Jaden, what are you expecting from this semifinal matchup?
I expect it to be very competitive. Both teams look very similar in size and height and experience. So it's just going to come down to who can serve the toughest and outsmart the other team. Out of system serve right there for the Wolfe sisters.
Good pass.
Chantel's a lefty. Oh, nice dig.
Tries to go over on 2, but well read. And the short shot gets Chantel caught at her heels.
What's nice about being a beach player and coming to Pottstown is you play on an indoor-sized court, so you almost have more room for your shots and swing and not have to worry about placing the ball so much.
It also feels like you're taking ankle weights off from jumping in the sand to jumping on the grass.
Yeah.
You're like, oh boy, I can actually jump. And speaking of John McMillan, I don't know if that was quite OT, but what a swing that was. Just a side out there. So the Wolfe twins, as we mentioned, they finished runner-up last year. Some of the local products may be fan favorites if you root for the PA, the Pennsylvania teams. And they're so fun to watch. They're so well-skilled, well-rounded. They don't make mistakes. You don't really see them fold too often.
Yeah. I haven't gotten the chance to play against them at all. I watched them last year in the finals, but they're a good team. I mean, obviously they're twins. They've played with each other their whole entire lives, so they have a good relationship in playing together.
And you know how important, partner relationship, partner dynamics can be. You see so many partner switches throughout people's professional careers on the beach and the grass, and so to have someone that you know, as well as you know yourself, maybe better, probably goes a long way.
I would say I've always been, you can play with anyone. You just have to have good communication skills, because you can really play with anyone as long as you talk and communicate about what you need after the rally, during the rally. But they probably know each other so well that they don't need the communication, and they've seen each other play. They know exactly what the ball is going to do off of each other's platform or dig or set, and can make adjustments that way, whereas other people, they got to learn on the fly in the moment of how their partner plays. But in reality, you should be able to play with anyone as long as you have good communication skills.
That makes sense, and to communicate here the stakes at play, to put it across plainly. This is the semifinal match. Ella Connor and Sarah Wood, the #1 overall seed, is waiting, already clinched a spot in the finals, and the winner of the Pottstown Open Women's Finals, $10,000 for that winning team. You won that big check a couple years ago as that hand passes ricocheted out of bounds. So you know what it takes to get there, to get to that moment, to hold the check on center court. Brings tears to your eyes.
Yep.
So you know what these ladies are fighting for right now.
Yeah, and luckily, they don't have the heat that we went through 2 years ago.
It's a pretty nice day today, all
that
things
was
considered.
brutal. Yeah, and not too much rain either. It's actually a perfect day for some volleyball. You don't really have to worry about the conditions so much. You get to just relax and play. Whereas I've played in it when it's been scorching hot, high humidity, and also pouring down rain. And both those years, I managed to make it far, placing third, winning the Rumble. And that just takes a whole other mental toughness. But today's a pretty nice day, and so these girls have not easy, but like they can just focus on playing and not have to focus the mental side of having to push through some of those conditions.
Yeah, it's a nice day, and that was a nice serve there by McMillan. Wolfe thinking it was out, ducking, and it just drops right behind her, touching the line. So that is a real point in ace, and now it's a 3-0 lead for McMillan and Powers. A bit of a surprise.
Yeah, that's not who I'm picking to go on to the finals, but again, anything can happen.
And you can't shy away from your pick now.
Yeah, I won't.
No takesies backsies. It's 4-0 McMillan and Powers. This is a one-set match to 15. Must win by 2. No cap.
I think the Wolfe sisters they'll find their rhythm. It's not going to be a short game.
And that's the nice part, as we talked about last match with side-out scoring. And this was rally. All of a sudden, you're halfway through, and it's all over. Side-out, you got plenty of time.
Yep.
Good tool off the block there by Wolfe. Goes up and over. Drops when no one's home. Wolfe with the black shorts on, back to serve.
And the Wolfe sisters, they have experience against a lefty from last year, playing Lydia Smith in the finals, but now Lydia's much taller than Chantel, so we'll see if she can figure her out.
Yeah, these are kind of similarly sized teams. Nice swing there by McMillan. I know the Wolfe sisters are both 5'10", although I think Haley claims Nevaeh is a quarter-inch shorter, or vice versa. One of them claims the other's taller or shorter. They're 5'10".
Yeah.
And I think it's a similar-sized team on the other side.
Love to see Chantel at the net gonna put up a block, but luckily they got them out of system.
She doesn't need one. I mean, that's an ace serve, a 5-0 start. That's a side switch, and here on the side switch, I'm actually going to step aside. I have to go lose some games in AA, which will be a lot of fun. But we're going to put Jaden full-time here in the broadcast booth, commentating the rest of this match. We'll pause the mics real quick, and then we'll come back to you guys with Jaden full-time.
Nevaeh gets down after Haley, puts it near the net, and it's going to be poked over and kept alive. Nice put back. So there's a call on that by the ref, so that makes it 6 serving to 0. Two option ball, nice
Okay, I'm Jaden Blanchfield. I'm live on the mic, going to commentate the second semifinals of the Women's Open tournament. Great cut shot by Chantel. The score is currently 5-0 for the side closest to the live stream, but it's not over. There's a lot of game left.
Okay, up at the line, throws it out, one hand on it.
Great swing down the line by Nevaeh. She is in the black shorts, while her twin sister Haley is in the white shorts. Let's see if they can score a real point here. Spin serve, I like it. Net touch is not allowed here at the Rumble, as most of us know, but I like the aggressiveness of throwing up a spin serve. Riley back to serve. Little floater. Nice cut shot by the Wolfe twins. Again, this is the second semifinal. First one has already been determined by Sarah Wood and her partner Ella, already clinching their spot in the finals. Chantel back to serve. These teams are both equally sized. I would say it's going to be side out, side out, side out. It's going to be hard to score a real point here, even though Chantel and Riley are up 5-0 so far. Try to pull out the short serve. That's tough with no let allowed, but it is effective if you can do it. Oh, we got a 3-block call against Nevaeh, and then we're going to serve her as well. Nice block. For those that don't know, blocking symbols: 1 means you're going to block line, 2 means you're taking away angle, 3 means you're going to show, so stand in front of the angle, and then you're going to jump back to the line, and 4 means you're going to stand on the line but then jump into the angle. So it makes the header have to think a little bit. They're going to do that same blocking call again. Serve down the middle to Nevaeh. She runs behind. Nice dig on the high line. Ooh, Chantel tries the option, but blocked by Nevaeh. I like to mix up my blocking calls because it makes the hitter have to think. Show one thing, do another, do a straight up 1 or 2. Ace, that's a real point for the Wolfe twins. It is now 1-5. 1 set to 15. Yeah, you don't want to get the other team too comfortable. If you do the same defense, they can kind of know what you're doing. So you want to change it up, make the other team have to think a little bit more. And that was another ace, real point. 2 serving 5 now. Chantel back to serve. Looks like she's going to do a float into the net. That's one thing you don't want to do here is serve low. You don't want to serve into the net, clip the tape. Always air deep. Nice cross-court swing. A little bit out of system, but she managed to convert. Riley serving out of the middle. Oh. She's going to serve left. Looks like she's going to go down the line. Yep. Good dig. Over. Nice cut shot from Nevaeh. Nevaeh back to serve. Looks like they want to serve the lefty. She runs behind, high line, easy side out.
Nice shot by Chantel. You gotta get these rubbers in line here. Okay, 7 minutes for remaining.
We got the team closest to the camera coming from Florida. Far team in maroon is local PA girls from York. Float down the middle, a little bit out of system. She manages to fix it. Great one-handed dig. Nice chase down for the high line. Can she recover? And OT in the Langle shot. That's a real point. Big wrist not blocking.
Solid play, Powers, looks like she had a single right down the line.
Deciding to stay up at the net or pulling is also kind of a cat and mouse game. You want to make the hitter think. Sometimes you can pull early, hoping they maybe swing or get the jumbo, or you hold a little bit longer, pull late, expecting the hitter to roll. A lot of big swings though the last couple of rallies, and both blockers decided to pull. Nevaeh back to serve. We got a 2 call on Chantel, so she's going to take away angle. And she just does the high roll shot over the angle.
Won't hit the highlight reels, but they're effective shots, no doubt.
With side out scoring, you kind of got to stay patient. Keep siding out, keep siding out. Try to put in a tough serve. If they score on side out, no worries. But any ball that you can try and get to and get a touch, that's when you want to try and convert for a real point. But you got to stay patient out there. This is not rally scoring. Spin serve. Down the middle. Nice hand dig. Nobody at the net. Roll down the line. She could have easily smashed that ball, but decided to go with the jumbo back to the line. That is a real point for the Wolfe twins. 3 serving 8. We got 1 calls for the block. Serving down the middle. Chantel takes the ball out of the seam. Jumbo, recovered by Nevaeh. Nobody at the net. Uses the tape, but she's down. Can she get back? Okay, here's a dig. Nobody at the net again. Oh, and it was out. That's the worst feeling as an attacker. Is you make a transition dig, you see nobody at the net, and you try to swing to put the ball away, and you miss and hit out. Riley serving out of the middle. Down the middle, taken by Nevaeh.
Nevaeh looking around. Again,
She goes with the cut shot.
Good ball. Powers a little pop shot right over knuckleball. Good job.
Chantel back to serve. Serving out of the middle. Goes for Nevaeh. She runs behind. Oh, and the option. Easy side out. Haven't seen many options these last 2 semifinals.
But that was effective for sure.
Low calorie side out. Got one calls for the block. Spin serve just out of bounds. Looks like she tossed the ball a little bit too far behind her. Couldn't get on top of the ball. Riley's changing her serve, serving from zone 1 on the other side of the net. Down the line. Another option, easy side out.
The Wolfe girls are trying to stay alive, and they are. They're certainly getting their side out. The points are hard to come by.
One calls again for the block. We serve Riley. Stays up at the net. Good block touch, but her partner couldn't chase it down. Chantel seems to be changing her serving strategy here. Serves cross court, and it's long. We got a line and 4 call. Spin serve from Haley. Nice block touch. Oof.
Once again, Riley Powers from Fort Lauderdale.
Riley back serving out of the middle. Nobody at the net. Great dig. Can she chase it down? Hit down the middle. And a cut shot by Haley. That is just a side out, not a real point. Nevaeh serving from zone 5, float. Chantel hitting out of the middle. Great hand dig. Not enough time for her partner to land from blocking to get her a set. Starting to get some more defensive touches here. Let's see if one of these teams can convert it to a real point. Seem to be attacking Nevaeh a lot. Great dig. Oh, she's there. It's also frustrating, especially with side out scoring. You're there on defense, but you just make a bad touch. That could have been your opportunity to score a real point. Spin serve. Down the middle. Pass by Riley. Option by Chantel. Oh, Riley is there, almost the same exact spot. They couldn't get that defense high enough for their partner. That's a real point. 4 serving 8 now. Wolfe sisters are still down. We have a lot of game left. Haley with her spin serve. Going towards the sideline. Riley just left-handed pokey over the block. Also helps to be able to use both hands in this game. Nice block touch over on 2, and it's long. That is just a side out, not a real point.
4-8.
Nevaeh back to serve, float to the sideline. Nice pull over on 1. Cut shot by Riley for a side out.
That's some good volleyball right there.
That was a great pull move. She kind of stayed up there at the net long enough and last minute pulled. Hitter thought she was going to have a blocker up, so she rolled. But then the digger was there, but the over on 1 was not in a good enough space to score them a point.
McMillan.
Option. Oh, and she uses the net for a trickle over. Spin from Haley towards Riley. She seems in system. Uses the block.
They got hands on her butt. Not enough.
Riley serves Nevaeh. Running behind. Nobody at the net. She jumbos long for a real point.
That turns the point for the first time in a long time.
That's now 9 serving 4. 1 game to 15 here in the women's second semifinal match.
All these ladies right.
Nice dig. Chantel at the net. Oh.
This guy's been encouraged in 2 days of volleyball against some of the best players around, some of the best in the world, some of the best in the country anyway.
We've 1 calls for the block. Serve Chantel. Not quite on the line. Chantel was able to squeak past the roll shot. Nine serving 4 still. High line shot by Nevaeh. Spin serve out wide down the sideline. Seems like she's rushing her serve a little bit. Block out by Nevaeh. I know these teams are probably tired. It's been a long match already, but I think we need to turn up the heat on the serving a little bit. Great serve down the middle. Great dig, but not quite good enough for her partner.
Once again, good volleyball.
That was a good pull move, but didn't quite get her hands on the ball. Haley back to serve, serves Chantel. A little bit out of system, but her partner managed to get her back into system. Sides out with a little roll.
Hang here just a little bit. Just about to go over the net.
Riley's changing her serving tactics, serving from zone 5. Down the line to Nevaeh. She scores with a high line. She sides out with a high line. My fault. Nevaeh back with the spin serve. Another high line side out rally. I think somebody needs to change something. People are getting a little bit too comfortable on side out. They're able to score easily. We got to change our serving tactic or serve tougher, serve from a different zone. A little bit out of system there, and that's a real point for Chantel and Riley. Managed to get them out of system, and Haley swings out of bounds. 10 serving 4. See if she goes back to Haley. Yep. Nobody at the net, and short poke over. Kind of hybrid serve into the net. Looks like she's going to float, but she put some spin on it. Didn't quite make it over. Let's see if Riley goes back to Haley. Serves the middle on Nevaeh. Hitting out of the middle. Nice dig by Chantel. Great recover by her partner. Free ball option. Good overhead dig. Swings down the line and scores. It's another real point by Chantel and Riley. It's now 11 serving 4. Couple real points back to back here. See if she can string another. We got one calls for the block. Serve down the middle to Haley. She runs behind. Swings around Chantel. Side out for the Wolfe twins. Little shoe tying break here. Float from Nevaeh down the line to Chantel, and that is a real point by the Wolfe sisters. 5 serving 11 now. She rack up another one. Float again to Chantel, hitting out of the middle. Roll, recovered, option set, right to the defender though. Nobody at the net, swings for a side out. These teams are looking a little bit tired. This match has been going on for a while now.
All right, the second McMillan turn to third.
11 serving 5. Chantel back with the serve. Serves Haley.
Haley will get it back.
And she swings out of bounds for a real point. 12 serving 5. Let's see if they can get a third one. Chantel serve. Looks like long. Side out for the Wolfe twins. Haley back to serve. Float to Chantel. Nice hand set. Uses the block. Tool for a side out. Riley back serving out of the middle. Goes towards Haley. Nobody at the net. Hand dig by Chantel, but not quite in reach for her partner. Nevaeh back to serve. Change to a float, it looks like. Recovered dig on defense. Can she convert it? And that's a real point by the Wolfe twins. 6 serving 12. I think the float serve was a good change. Her spin wasn't being quite effective as she wanted it to be. Chantel's running behind. Blocker at the net. High cross swing. Side out.
McMillan will rip it across the court. She'll go back and get the service ball. The score is 12-7-6.
We got one calls for the block. Chantel serves short. High line roll. Chantel was almost there to get that dig. Great short serve. Didn't clip the tape. It's hard to execute, but I like the risk. Haley serving long, and that's a real point. 7 serving 12 now.
Fortunately, they got a big lead. Hurt that bad. You never know.
See if she serves long again. Nope, out of the middle. Pass by Riley. She swings with nobody at the net. Easy side out. Gotta stay patient out here with side out scoring, but at the same time you need to be aggressive and take some risk, otherwise these games can last forever. A little out of system, nobody at the net, dig by Riley Powers. High line, dig by Wolfe Twin, and over on one for a real point. 13 serving 7 now, and that's a side switch. 2 points for the match for Chantel and Riley. You can tell these girls are tired. Riley serving Nevaeh, running behind, little option swing, but Riley is there. High line swing, Nevaeh gets a touch. Deep swing, out of system. And a pokey shot by Chantel for another real point. And this is possibly match point for Chantel and Riley. 14 serving 7. Riley's serving out of the middle still. Goes towards Nevaeh. She runs behind. Nobody at the net. Pokey block. And that is the match. Chantel and Riley are into the finals against Sarah and Ella. Great match by these two teams. And we will see you at the finals.
Thanks for the effort from the Wolves and coming once again to the great Rumble in Pottstown.